on your balance is to come into the Pilates studio. We have so much equipment that can really help you step up your training a notch. This is called the Bosu, and to start off, I'm just going to balance on the Bosu. Great, once you have your balance, you're going to slowly circle the feet 10 times in a clockwise position. Really work those ankles. This will help your pronators and supinators even out. And the supinators are the muscles that let your feet roll in, and your pronators are the muscles that let your feet roll out. A lot of people have difficulty with their supinators. They're standing in first position, and your teacher tells you to pull your arch up, pull your arch up. That is engaging your supinator muscles. So once you find your balance on the Bosu ball, you can also practice balancing on one leg. This is a great tool to use when you want to work on your balance. Another way to work on your balance is to simply practice balancing. How many of you brush your teeth on one leg? It could be a good way to help improve your balance for the ankles. So if you roll in or roll out, or if you have a hard time balancing, like I said earlier, it's probably due to the fact that you have an imbalance in your pronator and supinator muscles. So start with your feet plantar flex, that means pointed, and you're going to roll them in, roll them out, roll them in, and roll them out. And you're going to do this 10 to 20 times. Now you're going to flex your feet. This is called dorsiflexion, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to invert and evert your ankles. So now that I'm down here, I'd like to work on some core exercises. Now you may know some of these exercises, but because we're advanced dancers now that we're in college, we're going to step it up a notch. So everybody knows the basic bicycle, where your legs are in tabletop, you fold up your upper body, and you pump in opposition. Now this exercise is good for working your obliques, but a way to improve and step up this ab workout is to add a ball. So you're going to place the ball on your ankles, and you're going to grab it with your elbows. Now you're going to work in opposition, keeping the ball on your legs. Another great abdominal exercise that I'm sure you all know is the plank. Now it's important to do a proper plank structure. You don't want to let your scapula lean up. Press them into your back. Okay. Yeah? And you want to engage your abdominals. You want to lift up your pelvis so that you're in a straight line. And if you recall, this is an exercise that I used in my screening. It's a true test of upper body strength, core strength, balance, overall body strength. It's a great exercise. So all of you have probably seen a foam roller before. They're great for stretching out the muscles, rolling out the muscles, realigning scar tissue, releasing tension in the muscle fibers, but it's also a great tool for strengthening. So I'm going to lay down my foam roller, and I'm going to sit on it, and then lay on it. Now, I like to have my head on the foam roller, and you can just rest your feet, rest your arms, engage your abs, and this adds a whole new level to sit-ups. Place your hands behind your head, and we're just going to do a basic crunch for now. Basic crunches, keeping the abdominals flat, not letting them pucker up, keeping the elbows out. I can do this with my arms in front of me. I can do this with my arms up high, reaching. And now I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to put one arm down and lift the opposite leg. Crunch in a spiral so that you're working your obliques. And then switch sides. You're laying on the foam roller. And the reason this is more challenging is because you have to stabilize yourself on the roller as you're doing the exercise. So, to begin, you're going to start in a push-up plank position. Now drop the belly, look up, come back to plank, press into down dog, push back to push-up, lift the leg, pull it in, stretch it out. Now tap the outside elbow, put it back, inside elbow, put it back, come back. Hold this, hold it, hold it, hold it, and now start again to the left. Drop the belly, lift plank, lift to dog, come back, lift the leg, pull it in, use your balance, lift it up, outside elbow, inside elbow, back to plank. It's important to keep the knees over the middle toes, over the second toe, third toe, and really keep your proper alignment while you're doing that. So it's important when you're working on your jumps to think about the tracking of the knees over the feet. Now, a great way to work on this is to use the jump board on the Pilates Reformer. Now, you won't have Pilates until next semester. But maybe ask Eva once a month, maybe once every other month, if you can work on the jump board. Now she may say no, but always remember that next year you will have Pilates Lab if you elect to do it, and if you're a BFA, you'll be required to do it. So it's a great way to change up your exercises, get a varied workout, and improve your leg muscles, your abdominals. You're working on the tracking of the knees. You're working on the placement of the pelvis in the jump. You're working on all that good stuff in one video. So keep that in mind for next year, but a simple way to work on it when you're not on the reformer is to stand on one leg, just like the balance exercise, and just work on your demi-plies. One-legged demi-plies. So now that I've given you some core exercises, some exercises for your legs and feet and ankles, I'm also going to show you how to stretch out a little bit. So everybody knows the seated hamstring stretch, where you sit on the mat, you flex your feet, you fold forward, oh yeah, and you can do it with a flat back or around the back. A different hamstring stretch on, hopefully, a 90-degree surface. So this is a little bit low for me, but I'll show you the gist. So essentially, this would be at 90 degrees, and you're going to have both legs parallel. Make sure your hips are nice and square. You're going to flex your foot. Now hinge in the hip socket. I can feel this not only in my hamstrings, but also in my calf muscles, all along the backs of my legs. And you can hold it. Now it's also important to work not just one hamstring. For those of you who don't know, we have 3 hamstrings. We have the medial, the lateral, and the middle. So you want to work all 3 hamstrings, stretch them all out. A good way to stretch the medial hamstring is to add a spiral. So you're spiraling, pressing through the pelvis, lengthening through the back, really flexing the foot. Great. And now, to work the lateral, you're going to turn out your leg. Everybody who's taken a yoga class has probably done cat-cat. That's pretty much what we're going to do. So start with a nice neutral spine. Make sure your shoulders aren't doing anything funky. Make sure you're pressing into your back. Very good. And really feel the whole palm on the floor. Your legs should be right under your hips and your hands should be right Also, if you're not used to it,